Husky Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Williams to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Edwards. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Got a little press. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Now here's Reed. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Keeps it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a give to Washington. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Williams makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams on the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Throwing, Williams. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and the ball will be spotted at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll give it to Washington. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. There's some room. And he scores! Touchdown, Husky!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Reed to throw. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give, it's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Reed. Complete in the middle. And they swarm him under.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Here's a give to Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Williams to throw. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd down, here's Washington.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. And he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Edwards. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll take it on the return, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Williams zings it complete to the right.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He now has 63 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Throwing, Williams. Got his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the number 22 team, the SMU Mustangs.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that somebody around.
On the gun on third down, Reed. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing, Reed. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be brought... But there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to Washington again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Defense in press coverage. Here's Reed to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Finds some room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they finish quickly. A 94-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Takes the easy completion. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Running inside, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's Williams to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun. Williams fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. On the ground, it's Edwards. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Reed, under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Reed. A little screen to the running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls it. out. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Edwards. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They'll send out the kicker here. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. He's got it on the right. It's a running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Now here's Reed. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Reed finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's first down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting. It's a fake he wants to throw. Breaks the tackle. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the first down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quick release by the QB. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced the third down. One more big stop now. I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's got the back in the middle.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line, just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it, they could play it safe, but they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand. They go out, they get the execution needed to win this game.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.